Bronco was my dream car. I wanted that car so bad.
Sydney Sweeney is proud to show off her love for restoring vintage cars. The Euphoria star can be seen fixing up her 1969 vintage Ford Bronco in the auto company's latest Build Ford Proud campaign.
When you think of Sydney Sweeney, you probably picture the Emmy-nominated star of Euphoria, right?
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I wish Alexa was here so that she could thank the amazing fans that we have because you all are so incredible. But I have to be honest, Maddie might have gone the last punch, but Cassie has never ever been happier.
You've seen her on the red carpet, lighting up the silver screen, and as the face of brands like Armani Beauty. She's an actress who has quickly become a household name. But what you probably don't know is that her real passion isn't found under the bright lights of a movie set. It's found under the hood of a classic car, covered in grease. This is the story of how Sydney Sweeney became a skilled mechanic and is inspiring a whole new generation to get their hands dirty. The origin story. Long before she was navigating high school drama on TV, Sydney was learning her way around an engine.
I hear that this is really cool, but you're really cool and hot. Like, you'd work on cars on sets, which I heard. That's so cool. Yeah, so you work on and I have a Ford Bronco, an old one. Oh, no way. Now I had it restored by someone who knew what they were doing, because I'm not that person. But I had it restored like to its classic thing. The only thing was the engine. I had a Coyote 5.0 put in because I don't want to work on an engine, girl. But you actually work on them and restore them. Yeah.
Growing up, she learned to drive on her great-grandfather's Ford F-100, which sparked a love for vintage vehicles. But the real turning point? Some tough love from her mom. As Sweeney tells it, one day after getting her permit, her mom made her pull over and wouldn't let her back in the car until she successfully changed a tire, right there on the side of the road. That foundational lesson in self-reliance, that she didn't need to depend on anyone else, is what truly ignited her passion.
When I was young, my mom only let me drive a manual. Yeah. I wasn't allowed to drive an automatic. We were driving one day down the road and she told me to pull over. I was like, why do you want me to pull over? And she goes, you gotta change the tire. I'm like, why do I gotta change the tire? And she kicked me out of the car and wouldn't let me get back in it until I changed the tire. And I'm like screaming and crying, saying, you're the worst mom. And I had to change the tire. And then I fell in love with cars.
The journey. Sid's garage. While the rest of us were baking sourdough during the pandemic, Sydney bought a 1969 Ford Bronco and got to work. She started a TikTok account, @Sids/Garage, to share the entire gritty process with her family. But it quickly blew up. And let's be clear, this was no vanity project. Followers watched her do the heavy lifting herself, from swapping the transmission from manual to automatic, to make it a better daily driver, to installing new brakes and power steering. She torched rusted bolts, pulled out the front axle, and completely redid the interior. The stunning cherry red Bronco she rebuilt was so impressive, it was featured at an eBay Motors auto parts show. But one car just wasn't enough. Soon after, she bought a baby blue 1965 Ford Mustang she named Brittany. And just like before, she took to social media to document her progress, sharing videos of engine swaps and brake replacements, turning her TikTok into a library of her very real hands-on skills.
Welcome back to Sid's Garage. I'm gonna be doing
The why and the impact. So why does one of Hollywood's busiest actresses spend her free time tinkering with old cars? For Sydney, it's a mix of therapy, passion, and a mission to shatter stereotypes. In an industry where women make up less than 3% of mechanics, Sweeney is a powerful and very visible role model. She's been open about being the only girl in the auto shop and uses her huge platform to challenge that norm. Her authenticity hasn't gone unnoticed. She teamed up with Ford and Dickies for a line of workwear designed to be more inclusive and appealing to women in the trades. She launched Auto 101, a social media series teaching car maintenance basics, like how to jump a dead battery or check your tire pressure. In early 2024, she took it a step further by co-designing a custom 2024 Ford Mustang GT with Ford.
And it's so cool. I love that you restore cars. Did you drive in Australia at all? Were you brave enough?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
They actually tested every single person on the cast if they could drive a manual but on the opposite side of the road.
Look what your mother prepared you for.
Oh, and guess what? I'm the only one who could.
Oh. This is a personal shout out to your mama.
Yes.
That is so cool.
Yes.
Sweeney's message is simple and powerful. I just hope that other women are empowered to want to follow their dreams, she has said. If they want to learn how to work on a car, you can. She hopes to encourage more women to step into male-dominated spaces and, in her words, then take over. Sydney Sweeney is more than just a celebrated actress. She's a dedicated mechanic who's just as comfortable with a wrench as she is with a script. Her journey from the family garage to restoring her own fleet of classic cars shows more than just a cool hobby. It reveals a deep-seated passion for craftsmanship and a genuine desire to build a more inclusive world. She's living proof that you can't be typecast, and that the most rewarding roles are often the ones we build for ourselves. What's a classic car you'd love to restore? Drop it in the comments below. And if you love stories about unexpected passions, make sure to like and subscribe for more.
And so he let me bring it into the shop, and he just walked me through every step, and we changed the transmissions and the brakes and the interior. And
It's like incredible how you keep getting hotter as this conversation